Welcome back to this special post-election edition of Justice live from D.C. Hillary Clinton believed her celebrity support from Jay-Z and Beyonce, to just name a few, would help boost her to the White House. This while Saturday Night Live relentlessly mocked Trump and his supporters in the week before the election. Take a look at this.
I'm the one who's got all the heavy hitters supporting me. I mean, I have got the cream of the crop. I've got Sarah Palin. I've got Chachi. And get this, I've even got the best Baldwin brother, Stephen Baldwin.
Well, it seems like President-elect Trump had the right guys behind him after all. Joining me now, actors and Trump supporters Stephen Baldwin and Scott Baio. All right, guys, thanks for being with me this evening. Scott, I'm going to start with you, but it's the same question. Now that you guys have basically come out of the closet, so to speak, do you think that more conservatives in D.C. would be willing to admit that they might support the president-elect? Scott?
More people in D.C.?
I'm saying in L.A.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if there are really that many, but there are a lot of them are still in the closet because they want to work. And I think right now with all this anger, which is just so unbelievable to me. I mean, 8 years ago, I wasn't crying and looking for a dog to hold. I wasn't looking for somebody with a pin on their shoulder that was a safety person. I sucked it up. We lost. But personally, if I don't ever work again, and I told you this before, Judge, and Donald Trump is now President-elect Donald Trump, I'm good.
I think,
so
Judge,
it's worth it. All right, Stephen, go ahead.
Absolutely worth it.
I think, Judge, that last interview, Coco lady, she better watch it or we'll open a new division of Homeland Security called Baio, and we'll send Scotty Baio over to her house, okay?
Well, you know, Coco and I consistently duke it out, and the good thing is she's never on set. Otherwise, we'd really duke it out. But, Stephen, let me ask you this. I mean, do you think that there is a price to pay in L.A. Or in New York, for that matter, for supporting Donald Trump?
Of course, absolutely. Scott Baio and I were talking earlier today, putting our thoughts together, and we've come up with an idea. The Two Fresh Princes of the White House. It's a new TV show starring Scott Baio and Steve Baldwin. We may need to be adopted by President Trump at this point. That's how bad the situation is. But yes and no. I think, to answer your first question, a lot of people who are Hollywood folks who voted for Trump inevitably will start coming out of the closet, so to speak. And Scott and I agree on one thing. We're two actors, been in the business 30 years, and our biggest driver and support for Mr. Trump has been the economy. Now everybody, Judge, is talking about what's he going to do? What's he going to do? I keep saying repeatedly, it's done, it's over, he's president. Let's do the right thing and stand behind him as best we can. Let's all these protesters, hopefully we'll be praying that all that's going to calm down, but we have to support this president. And those people, even those protesters and those that didn't support Mr. Trump, will see in the future he is going to make great strides in the economy very quickly, and it's going to bless everybody.
You know, Scott, you brought up the issue of those. Go ahead, Scott.
I'll just add one more thing to what Stephen said, and I'll back it up with, just like Reagan, when everybody was afraid of Reagan, it's the same exact rhetoric. When the economy turns around and when the country gets strong again, that's when you're going to see all these people come out of the woodwork in Hollywood for Trump.
Yeah, well, look at the stock market already. But, Scott, what about, and I just want to stay with this for a minute, you know, you mentioned the dog therapy and all this other lunacy and the safe places, you know, on these college campuses and the scream therapy. And I just can't believe it with these wusses on campus, you know, that they need crayons, they need to delay their exams. I mean, do these kids really plan on showing up in the real world? But Scott, you know, shouldn't President Obama be coming out and telling people to chill out? I mean, we know from James O'Keefe and, you know, the videos that he came out with that it was the DNC and, you know, Hillary Clinton's campaign, allegedly, that was paying these protesters. And, you know, and then it stopped. And they're still out here. These people are paid professional antagonists.
Yeah, your last guest, I can't remember, Poppy?
Coco.
Whatever her, what was her name?
Coco.
Coco, whatever. Coco, okay. Coco is telling Donald Trump to come out and stop this. Donald Trump's not the president. Donald Trump is president-elect. He's got no power right now. The two people that should be stopping this are Obama and Hillary Clinton. That's it. Those are their people, and she's got the nerve to say that Donald Trump's people are bad people and are looking to cause violence?
Yep.
She is in an alternate universe.
Yes, they all were, but we're not. We're going to be nice tonight. Stephen Baldwin, 10 seconds. Who should be stopping this?
No question that President Obama should step forward, in my opinion, and just in his position, and the individual who specifically his job is to be caring for the well-being of the citizens of the United States. No question the president should step forward and try to create as much calm and peace and order as he can.
Yeah,
send Sheriff Clark in there.
Yeah.
Send Sheriff Clark in.
Our friend Sheriff Clark. All right, Stephen Baldwin, Scott Baio, thanks for being with us, and congratulations.